You're in the Dezign Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Every great project starts at Creative Building Finishes, Jamaica's only choice for the best tiles, best bathrooms, and best kitchens. Whether you're designing, building, renovating, or selecting materials for your next project, we offer exceptional quality, standout designs, and expert guidance you can trust. Visit our showroom in Kingston or Traxall, or explore full range online at www.creativebuildingfinishes.com. Creative Building Finishes, your beautiful finish begins here.
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Look what the hot body can do. Focus. Look what the hot body can do. Body be dancing, slow wine, so my body so fine. Like bush, when I made her inside. 2-1, and I made her inside. Make sense, oh, make sense. Oh my God, I need resistance. Fragrance, and from a distance. Make sense, oh, make sense. Body be dancing, controller, controller. I get in both for my holder. Make your body slow and I slow down. Put it on the low, no go loud down. You know the things I wanna do tonight. Unusual. Put it down, make it take away your peace of mind. You go blow like water, we get the freeze up like open your eyes and look.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
So, people, you like the music? You know, sometimes we have to kind of like ease you into the mood, you know, get you into what we're going to be doing and all of that. And you know, David sets the mood for the show. So you know that the show is all about good vibes, creativity, and a whole bag of things. Let me just tell you something. So I hope you just chill, you relax, and you just get your mind in order and get your mindset right, because it is the Dezign Studio. It's me, of course, your girl, Karen Booker, at the helm. So, before we even start the whole getting into our shenanigans and a whole bag of things, let me just big up the officers on the boulevard, because they are serving and they're protecting. And yes, a big, big, big forward and a big up to you, because we appreciate you. We appreciate it. The motorists on the road, we appreciate you. But let me just say something now. You know who we don't appreciate? The window washers, them. Sometimes, and I must listen, you know, sometimes when we say listen, no matter wash the window right now, can't just wash with your colleague up the road. It's okay. It's alright. You must listen. You must listen, man, because sometimes it get to be very, it's just annoying. You know what I mean? And then you come at us, ladies, because I know, you know. And let me tell you something. I do understand that all we have to eat our food. You understand? And I understand the hustling game. God knows I do. But you don't have to come at me so, especially the ladies. Sometimes you know, come at me at a way where it's like, oh. And when we say no, nobody watch the window, no stare it down and no go on with the antics, stop it. Stop it. So, you're in the Design Studio, and you know exactly what happens here. Every Saturday we step into a new season of creativity. Turning everyday spaces into standout statements with vibrant colors. Yes! Smart DIY projects, you know, stylish decor, and what's trending in interior design. Yes! And also, we bring you great lifestyle segments, so we know what's trending in lifestyle, in legacy, in what's up to the moment, and what's current. So, as you know, I'm Karen Booker, and this is the Dezign Studio, live on Nationwide 90 FM, and also live on YouTube, Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. We want you to go over there. That way you get to experience all of the niceness up close and personal. Yes, on the YouTube. And what you need to do is subscribe, smash the notification button, so that when we're on, you're on. You understand? Okay, so this is what's happening now. We have design labs coming up, and we're going to be doing bathroom vanity surfaces. Let me just tell you something. I am like a fly on the wall in everybody's homes, and when we see going on in them, the vanity, you don't even have a space to put a pin. So how you expect to go forward with your productive life if you have to start with confusion and chaos? You understand what I'm saying? In interior design, we're going to be doing wall techniques, and in What Would Karen Do, I would love you to send all of your questions to 876-280-6629. We have a little bit of cleaning and organizing for you, of course, and then big show today, because we're rounding up the month now. Our theme for the month was love, legacy, and lifestyle. Jack Scorpio honored us last week. He's coming back because them kind of icon, he's an icon, he's a legend, he's the man. Jack Scorpio, and his government name is Maurice Johnson. He will be joining us, of course, by Zoom, but in there anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Because we have to continue the conversation. And then after that, now, we have Queen Authentic Simone joining us. This is our change maker. This is a woman. And let me just tell you something right now. You see, Queen Simone, ladies, if you are at a point in your life, different stages of healing, places where you need to go, you're forgetting what was before, and you're reaching toward what is to come, and you're renewing your mind, and you know who you are and whose you are. This is the interview for you. Let me just say it again. This is the interview for you. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I am holding your hand to get you there, wherever there is. You understand? But it can be where you're coming from. Maybe we're not there where we need to be right now, but we're much further ahead. So every week you come and you listen to Dezign Studio. Remember, I'm tell you, you're going to leave a different person and a better person by the end of the show. All right? I'm going to pay some bills and come right back. I promise, not going nowhere.
Look what the hot body can do. Focus. Look what the hot body can do. Body be dancing, slow wine, so my body so fine.
This is a rebroadcast of the Dezign Studio.
This station raised me. It gave me a voice. And if Nationwide has ever meant something to you, come on in. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Commercial spaces for you. Parks and attractions for you. Housing and residential developments for you. Beautiful rental properties for you. Improving quality of life through infrastructure development across Jamaica for you. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Brought to you by the Urban Development Corporation.
Every great project starts at Creative Building Finishes, Jamaica's only choice for the best tiles, best bathrooms, and best kitchens. Whether you're designing, building, renovating, or selecting materials for your next project, we offer exceptional quality, standout designs, and expert guidance you can trust. Visit our showroom in Kingston or Traxall, or explore a full range online at www.creativebuildingfinishes.com. Creative Building Finishes, your beautiful finish begins here.
After the thrill of Messi in 2025, the CONCACAF Champions Cup is back in Kingston this March as Mount Pleasant FA welcomes LA Galaxy to the National Stadium on March 19. It's the Caribbean's best against former German international and Borussia Dortmund star Marco Reus and the Galaxy. Kickoff is at 6 p.m. Admission $2,000 pre-sold, $2,500 at the gate. Get your tickets now online at caribtix.com or in-store at Meister Sports Portmore, Boot Gas Station, Draxall and Constant Spring Road. Sponsored by the Global Institute of Sports, the Sports Development Foundation, Power Aid, Medicare Ambulance Services, and Happy Water.
This is a rebroadcast of the Dezign Studio.
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Look what the hot body can do. Look. Focus. Look what the hot body can do. Body be dancing. Slow wine, so my body so fine. Like bush when I'm at her inside. 2-1 and I'm at her inside. Makes sense, oh, makes sense. Oh my God, I need resistance. Fragrance when from a distance. Makes sense, oh, makes sense. Body be dancing. Controller.
You know exactly where you are. You know exactly where you are. You are in the Design Studio. And let me just tell you something. Every Saturday, I need you to come and just grab a seat and have a cocktail. 1 o'clock. Yeah, you know, in the French, you know, you have a little afternoon siesta. This is your afternoon siesta. The Design Studio. It is the place to be every single Saturday, each and every. Yeah, on Nationwide 90 FM, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9 on your dial. And let me just tell you something. If you go over to the YouTube part, let me just say I'm very active and festive over there. So good afternoon to none other than SH. She's coming in from Germany. We have Marigold and we have Errol over there to start with. And yeah, them over there right now and them will welcome you. You know what I'm saying? Them is the welcome wagon. I am sure Annie will hold up the fort in a minute when she joins in. And then we're going to have Shamin and all of them. I tell you, so they're very active and festive over there now. And they keep us honest. Because if I say anything that is like out of the ordinary and them not understand, you best believe in the next half a second or so, I am going to be checked. Yeah, that's how we do over here. So, we're now in the Design Lab, and what we're going to talk about today is bathroom vanity surfaces. Yes, you might be asking me, okay, what is that? All right. You have the vanity, cool? You know the top of it. It could be porcelain, it could be granite, it could be laminate, whatever the surface is, you know, that is the top of your vanity, and we call that, yeah, the vanity surface, okay? It is a countertop area, typically where the sink is installed and that daily, you know, grooming takes place, yeah? And that is where those items are kept for most people. That is where I have the problem, you know? So, right now in your bathroom, it is the functional and the visual workspace of the bathroom. Yes. So what does it include? The vanity surface usually holds things like, you know, your sink basin, it could be on the mount, it could be a vessel, or it could be integrated. Your faucet fixtures, your soap dispenser, your toothbrush holder. Here's the problem now. Perfume bottles, your skincare or grooming essentials, your makeup, your decorative accents, your tray, your candle, you know, the vase, the folded towel. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Hello, there is only so much that poor little vanity space can take. You understand? And I don't know what is going on now. If you're going to... Anyway, all right, let me not start the rants now. Let me just continue with the lesson. All right, cool. So, you might be saying to me, why am I even mentioning this and why does it matter in interior design? Because it does. Everything matters in interior design. Every single thing. So even though it's a small area, it plays a big role. Here is why. It's used every day. It's part of that triangle. You know, the bathroom, the kitchen, the bedroom, the first and last thing that you hit every day and every morning, every night, right? So it is used every day, morning and night and in between. Cool. It's one of the first surfaces seen when entering the bathroom. So can you imagine every time you look at a surface, you're seeing chaos and confusion? Yeah, and you're wondering why you're not so productive at work? It influences whether the space feels cluttered or calm. Yes, and it also, here's the big one now, it reflects personal habits and identity. Yeah, you may talk to. You same one I'm talking to. That's what it reflects. It reflects laziness. It reflects people who are not necessarily tidy. You know, it reflects messy people. It reflects people who are chaotic. It reflects, you know, where your priorities are. If it's the priority is to put on this whole poundage of makeup on your face and leave everything, just slap it all over the place, then what got Yeah, so you see all of these things, white reflects on who you are. That's why they say your home is a reflection on you. It can reflect goodly or it can reflect badly. You understand what I'm saying? All right, cool. So here's the thing now. You know, I'm not just going to leave you hanging and just chastise you and just, you know, say, okay, do better. No, we are going to give you the steps to greatness. This is the stairway to heavens. Are you ready? Step 1, clear and reset the surface. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to clear the surface first. Clear it, everything. Remove everything. And everything means everything. Then now you're going clean. Wipe the counter completely clean. Whether you use, bleach or the fantastic, whatever it is that you use, whether it's something that you make, whatever. I don't care. I do not care. My end game is clean the thing. You understand? Okay, what this does now, it creates visual neutrality, it gives you a fresh design starting point, and it gives you clarity about what actually belongs. Now here is my golden rule, my pro tip, my rule above all rules. If it doesn't serve your daily function or elevate the aesthetic, it does not return. Dash it away, throw it away, give it away, whatever it is, but it can't go back there. You understand? Okay, step 2 now. Telling you, this is a stairway to happiness and greatness. Yeah, just your bathroom. Can you imagine just a clean bathroom? Vanity, what that can do for you? Oh my goodness gracious. All right. So you're going to divide the vanity into 3 subtle zones now, right? 1, your daily essentials zone. These are the things that you must use. Your soap, your cleanser for your face, your moisturizer, of course. Men, we have to use moisturizer. It's just a way it is. Okay, you understand? Those kind of essentials, deodorant, those things. Okay. Then 2, your decorative anchor zone. That is your visual focus, right? And then the breathing space. You have to have breathing space. You can't have this whole heap of things all over the place. It's chaka and planka, and it look good. You understand? So 3 zones. Daily essentials. Your aesthetics, that is your visual focus, whether it could be a vase, it could be, I'm getting into that. And then your breathing space. You have to go leave space, man. And space equal luxury, don't it? Even small vanities benefit from zoning. It prevents clutter. And you know, we over here in Dezign Studio, we are all about being allergic to clutter. All right, so you're going to choose your anchor piece, right? Select 1 statement item to ground the design. It could be a mirror with presence. It could be a sculptural tray. Yeah, because all those things can go in a nice little tray now. But every week you have to take out the things them and clean the tray. You know that, right? Okay, fine. It could be a statement soap dispenser. It could be a small vase with fresh stems. Yes, a small vase. And if you are looking right now on YouTube, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. There's a small vase there with fresh stems. There's nothing like fresh flowers or leaves or anything that is organic in your bathroom. Nice, you see? And you know what nice too? Eucalyptus. Just saying. Or it could also be a decorative canister set. Whatever it is, you're going to set that. You know what I'm saying? The visual focal point, right? And now, without an anchor, because this is now your anchor, what will happen is your styling feels a little random. It don't really have that space to sit. Just like when we discuss, decorating or living room, there has to be a focal point. Every little thing have to have them own little focal point as well, right? Okay. Now, for step 4, what you need to do is contain the essentials. What do I mean by that? Yes, you're going to use a tray to hold your perfume, your lotion, or your skincare. You're going to transfer your products into matching containers. You're going to limit visible items to what you use daily. There are many items that are out there that we're not using. So here is what we're doing now. All I'm saying to you is you're going to clean this up now, right? You're going to limit your visible items to what you use daily. Everything else you throw out. You're going to transfer products into matching containers. What do you mean? Can I just give you a secret? You see the haberdashers out there? I'm not saying nothing else. Okay. You're going to use a tray to hold all of the perfume and the lotion and your skincare and so on and your makeup. All right. Then you're gonna layer in your height and your texture. There's nothing, just like, when you look outside, everything is different heights, different textures and so on. That's exactly what you're going to do. Things are more interesting when you layer heights. So something tall, which could be the vase and the branch, the candle holder. Something medium, your soap dispenser or your jar, and something low, which is your tray or your folded cloth. Then now you're gonna introduce a little bit of texture. This could be a linen hand towel. This one you're not gonna use. Hubby, we're not using this one here. We're just looking at it. Yes, we're just looking at it. Marble or a stone tray, could be glass or and ceramic mix, and then a warm and metal accent. If you employ all of these strategies, I am telling you that your bathroom will no longer be fighting you, and you will be setting up the system that will promote you for being great when you go out there in the world. Everything is in order. Remember, we serve a very orderly and strategic system. So if you start with chaos and confusion, you're going to end up with chaos and confusion, and we don't want that, because guess what now? We are now going into the third month of the year, and we're doing a new thing. Hope that helps. And let me just tell you something. Just in case you missed any of these tips, run on over to YouTube. Nationwide 90 FM Alive 2. It's all there, along with all the little pretty picture that Damien put there for you, because we have to appreciate Damien. He does a lot of work. All right.
That was a rebroadcast of the Dezign Studio.
You may have been hearing the teasers. Now it's official. Beginning Monday, February 9, 2026, Nationwide News Network launches something special. The Nationwide Family Club, exclusively on Patreon.
With the Family Club, members get early access to our documentaries before anyone else. Some of your favorite segments, including Cliff Says, What's on My Mind, Cover Story, and others, will now be a click away inside the Family Club. There are 3 tiers of membership. First, Bronze, the Family Insider, behind-the-scenes access, Monday motivational videos, members-only chats, and on-air birthdays and anniversary shoutouts.
Second, Silver, Nationwide VIP. Breaking news alerts, exclusive documentaries, quizzes, personal milestones celebrated on air, and weekly family roll call mentions. Oh, and for our biggest supporters,
our gold category, elite listener, full archive access, early releases, private studio tours, live show experiences, personalized birthday videos, and exclusive live streams. From historic election coverage to lifetime, impact, Jamaican milestones, and rare archive content. This is Nationwide like you've never seen it before. The Nationwide Family Club, coming to you February 9, 2026 on Patreon.
Join the family, support Nationwide 90 FM, the station that informs, entertains, and educates. Visit patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. That's patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. Nationwide Family Club, where you are family, because we see you as family.
So before the first shovel hit the ground, any questions or comments?
Yeah, man. Me I do a renovation, you see. And my auntie's a returning resident. She ready to start her dream house.
Then call Serlin.
Then tell me something. They really monitor the site, tradesmen and contract for me?
Yes, man. Independent clerk of works, keeping contractors in line with drawings, standards, and quality. No shortcuts.
That sound like a real peace of mind.
Call Serlin. 876-276-0276.
Serlin, we design, build, and manage projects.
If you love the vibes, the laughs, and the real talk, then you're one of us. Don't just listen, belong. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club on Patreon.
for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paint's 100% acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Chanel.
Hey, say love me, you put me Chanel. Hey, say love me, you put me Chanel. Hey, say love me, you put me Chanel. Hey, say love me, you put me Chanel. Hey, say love me, you put me Chanel. Say love me.
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
What's my mood? Try me, come find out. One more time. Stop trying to read my mind. I'm not her and she's not me, and you're not mine. No, yeah, with me. Baby, I'm a D&D. Please don't bother me. AP, no VV. Flawless diamond piece. You gotta make me freeze. Reasons that you gotta.
Chanel. Chanel.
They say love me, you put me Chanel. They say love me, you put me Chanel. They say love me, you put me Chanel. They say love me, you put me Chanel. They say love me, you put me Chanel. Say love me, you put me Chanel. I'm a big dog baby and a dog baby, self-made. Yeah, you ain't upgrade me, waistline crazy, man, don't chase me. Say you want see me, where you gonna take me?
Chanel.
They say love me, you put me Chanel. Say love me, Chanel. They say love me, you put me Chanel. They say love me, you put me
Let me just tell you something. The music, because you know that's Tyler with Chanel, which is our crowd favorite around here. You know what I'm saying? We have to play Chanel every week, man, because I like it. I like it very, very much. Yes. Yeah. Alice, but big up yourself. Hey, all times it's a long time I don't see you now, but thank you for coming. So you know where you are, right? You are now in the Dezign Studio. Right now we're going to be talking very, very much about, you know, a question that was sent to me because we're in the segment of what would Karen do? Big segment, you know, because every week I get these questions that pick my brain and I have to answer them right on the cuff. You know what I'm saying. So you know that this is the best revolution station in Jamaica, and you know that you're listening to Nationwide 90 FM and on the YouTube Nationwide 90 FM live too. So here we go. Karen, if you wanted your bathroom to support how you feel every morning, not just match the tile, how would you choose your paint color? Let me just tell you something. There is a God, because this is so related to what we were just talking about, that your bathroom have to set. It have to be in order before you go out there and go meet up the Philistines and the Sadducees and everybody who, you understand what I'm saying? Certain things have to be in order. So this caller or viewer or listener sent in this question, which is like, wow, we do have a theme. Karen, if you wanted your bathroom to support how you feel every morning, how you feel, can you imagine? You get up, and you're feeling good, and you walk into your bathroom and it's like, oh God. You know what I mean? Not just to match the tile, it's a house, because she doesn't want to just match the tile. She's leading this discussion now at how she wants to feel, which is the best way to go about designing your home, right? So she has already identified the feeling. So before looking at the paint swatches, you're going to ask yourself now, because I'm putting everybody in this, how do I want this bathroom to feel? I want it to feel calm, or I want it to feel energizing. I want it to feel restorative or luxurious. I want it to feel grounded, or do I want it to feel airy? Do I want a bold bathroom, or do I want it to be serene? Hey, you have to answer those questions first in order to get to the feeling of the thing, right? Then you write down 2 to 3 emotional goals. You see what I'm telling you now, interior design is not a little buck up something where you can't just say, oh, wake up one morning, oh, I'm a designer. No, it's a carefully considered science. Cool? So you're going to write down 2 to 3 emotional goals. For example, peaceful and quiet, that could be one, or fresh and focused, That would be mine. Yeah, that would be mine. That too, or warm and inviting. Yeah. I want to feel fresh and focused, in the morning. I want to feel fresh and focused at night. I always want to feel fresh and focused. But Damien may want to feel warm and inviting and comforting, and David may want peaceful and quiet. So 3 different things. Now the thing is, you can get 3 different looks depending on how many bathrooms are in your space. You understand? Can you imagine now you're rich and you have all this disposable income, and you're like, okay, at the end of the day, I want to feel peaceful and quiet. So I am going to use that bathroom at the end of the day, and at the beginning of the day, I'm going to be using this bathroom. Yes. All right. So here is the thing now. We're going to connect our feelings now to the color psychology. And here is just a very, very simple, this is as simplistic as we can get it to you, right? Soft blues and blue grays, that will evoke calm, clarity, and spa-like stillness. That's what the blues and the blue grays do for you. The soft blues. I'm not talking about electric blue. I'm not talking about royal blue and cerulean blue and those bright blues. I'm talking about soft blues, calm blues, right? Blue grays. Now the warm neutrals like creams and taupes and sands, they now denote comfort, warmth, and softness. Okay? The muted greens, the sage, the olive, and the eucalyptus, renewal, balance, and nature. Charcoal and deep, because the charcoal is in, right? Black is in, charcoal is in, granite is in, deep navy is in, very sophisticated colors, strength and intimacy. Yes, but you have to be careful of that because and they're also very, very strong colors, it may overwhelm you. When we talk about the blush and the dusty rose, and those are also trending colors, warmth, nurturing, quiet, confidence, and of course, if you are in your feminine era, that there is the one to choose. There you go. So we choose color that supports our internal state, not just matching up the tile, because you have to hit this bathroom many times during the day, don't it? All right. So the next thing now, you're going to consider the light, yes, and the size of the bathroom. So bathrooms usually have limited natural light. It just is. It's just so it's there. Unless you have one of those ginormous bathrooms and you have the picture window and you have, from the hills, and you have the whole view of the wharf and all of these things, but not talk to you right there. So you understand when it comes to the limited light. But you do have overhead lighting and reflective surfaces, meaning your mirrors and your tile. So you're going to test the paint on at least 2 walls and observe morning light, evening light, artificial light. Artificial light, of course, is when you turn on the light in your space, right? A color that feels serene in daylight can feel heavy at night. Yes. And step 4 now, because I'm not just going to leave you hanging. Okay, you're going to balance with materials. You're going to ask yourself, what is my countertop material of? Is it a paint? Is it concrete? Is it a painted surface? Is it granite? Is it quartz? Is it marble? Is it stainless steel? What exactly is it? Are my fixtures warm, meaning brass, or cool, chrome? And what undertones exist in the tile? Very, very, very important. If your tile has a blue undertone and you go with, say, a warm finish, like a thing with a yellow undertone, it's going to turn on you. You understand? So even though you want like a really specific emotional response, please look at the tile as well and what the undertone is of the tile, right? The paint should harmonize and not compete. Yeah. So, for example, warm brass fixtures pair very, very beautifully with creamy whites or muted greens. Chrome now pairs well with cooler grays or crisp whites. I would say for my pro tip, rather, you don't need to go with a deep base for your bathroom. Stay light, stay airy, stay cool. So when you're looking at your paint swatch, you're gonna stay with the first 3 colors on the paint swatch in whatever mood that you're really trying to evoke. All right? Okay, so.
Baby, gon' give me your lo 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 lo.
This is a rebroadcast of the Dezign Studio.
Every other girl they do too much, but this girl mellow. Now in my fine situation, I go use they tell I'm mellow. Finally, I find way to talk to the girl, but she ain't no one follow. Who you gonna phone for one? When you know I call for one, then I start to feel a bum bum one. But she dey give me small small one. I know, say she's a bit pass it down one. But she feeling insecure, cause her friends go they go my light ring go on. Go they go my light ring go on. Baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown. Yo, you sweet life, phantom, phantom. If I tell you say I love you, you know they for me young girl, oh young girl. No tell me no, 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 oh, 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 oh. Baby, come give me your lo, 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 oh, 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 oh. You got me like whoa, 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 whoa. Shawty, come give me your lo, 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 oh, 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 oh.
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Me, I wake up, now she did my mind don't walk. Day one, day two, one of you folk go us. Now so me, I go down, say me we link go up. As I start to the tell her, you know my heart it is. Baby girl, if you leave me, I don't go love again. Because you get many girls, we put my heart for bed. Baby, you feel my pain. Baby, calm down.
Attention contractors, developers, and homeowners. Glacier White Corian Solid Surface is now at a special price. While stocks last, choose Corian for your commercial and residential projects. You won't regret it. It's durable, beautiful, and long-lasting. No sealing necessary. Corian is the #1 solid surface in the world. Second to none. Visit Home International Limited at 104 Constant Spring Road. Telephone 876-755-1970 or 876-276-6448. Open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Hey my peeps, get this on the regular. Your HIV status if you consider. The least if you test once a year. Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Cause it might not show up on your timeline and you learn too late so you're out of time. A progressive future, mandatory. Real long life, our story. You hear?
Remember, update your status in a real life. Do a HIV test today.
Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Real long life, our story. Real long life for say youth, coming from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
CFOs and senior decision makers across the Caribbean, this is your moment. The Caribbean CFO Summit goes live March 24 and 25, 2026. 2 days, 13 CPD accredited hours, one powerful virtual gathering of the region's leading finance minds. This is where strategy meets innovation, where restructuring meets execution, where finance leaders prepare for what the next decade demands. Registration closes March 24. Do not sit this one out. Secure your seat now at CaribbeanCFOSummit.com.
From the biggest tracks to the biggest energy, Nationwide keeps it moving. If you love the vibes, come and lock in with us for real.
World boss, leave a prison could stop me.
Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Practice. God me say you watch you over me practice.
Come into the parlor, there's a welcome there for you.
Welcome to the Mayor's Parlor with Desmond McKenzie.
From 1 to 6 p.m. every Sunday, you'll now get more of your favorite vintage music.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Nationwide 90 FM will transform your Sunday into a musical time machine that will take you way back.
Come with me. Let's go back in time.
This magic moment.
Journey into yesteryear with Desmond McKenzie in the Mayor's Parlor.
I've got the music to jog your memory and make you smile.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the best in vintage music.
Come into the Mayor's Parlor every Sunday between 1 and 6 p.m. here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paint's 100% acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Turn up the heat with Hot Listing, Nationwide 90 FM's new on-air and online classifieds feature. If you have a car for sale, room for rent, or yard sale come up. If you look at work or need stuff. If you provide a service, make it a Hot Listing, Nationwide 90 FM's new on-air and online classified segment. Your listing plays again and again. From morning till evening. You sing it, we play it. You say it once, Jamaica hears it all day, every hour. Contact our sales team now at 876-630-1210 or sales at nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Hot Listings on Nationwide 90 FM, a new revolution in media.
But is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Suene. Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales at nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
So some of you have been listening longer than I've been talking on radio, so this is our way of keeping it strong together. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club on Patreon and stay with us.
What are you doing? She said,
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Dezign Diva, Karen Booker.
She said, just relax and let me get it in. No. She said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, she said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, and then she bubble and she bubble and she bubble and whine. Push back is the greatest man. Push back. Roll your waist and bend over. Push back. Oh, Miss Lady, bubble and she bubble and she bubble and whine. Push back. Give me the greatest bend over. Push back. You are the wickedest man over. Push back. Why?
So we're now in interior design, and you know, interior design really isn't just about furniture or paint. You know, it's about creating a space that feels like home, that sparks joy, and that tells your story. Yes, and that is where it is very important that if you start off with chaos and confusion, you will end with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't twist the narrative in your head and say, oh, it ain't that bad. It is. You understand? It is where color meets comfort, texture meets personality, and every corner has a purpose. Great design transforms not just a room, you know, but how you live in it. Honestly, it's true. I'm telling you. So today we're talking about walls, you know, because walls are essential. Decorating walls is essential because they are the largest visible surfaces in any space, and how they look greatly influences a room. It just is. You understand? So well-decorated walls enhance the aesthetics. It reflects a personal style and it creates a mood. Warm colors can generally energize a room, while the cool tones can really, promote calm. So here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to show you, this is a detailed guide as to how to go about your wall techniques that can transform any room, from subtle elegance, to bold statements. And there was a time in Jamaica where if you don't have an accent wall, you're not saying nothing. You understand? Say, Lord have mercy, Jesus. And then, because we go hard. We go hard. Anything that we touch, whether it's fashion or home or whatever, we have to go hard. So now the fluted panels came in, and if you don't have fluted panel fire, go home. Go to the back of the class, because you have to have fluted panels. You understand? So here's the thing now with accent walls. Paint or cover one wall differently to stand out, and that one wall really tells a story. It is an accent. It's the focal point of the space. And then so what it does now, it can be very, very cohesive, and pull the room together, or it can be a total distraction, or it can generally, just act as a space that is extremely beautiful and something to focus on, right? So the tips now with an accent wall, you're going to use bold colors. You can use textured wallpaper or the wood panels, those fluted panels that we've been talking about, right? It's ideal for behind a bed, a sofa or a fireplace. Yeah, and you're going to keep the other walls very neutral to avoid overwhelming the space. That's the whole thing. Remember, your accent wall is just that. It is the main event. It is the main, it is the moment in the room. So you can't put an accent wall on 4 walls. Put it on the one wall and allow the rest of the room to breathe. Okay? All right. So wall art now and the galleries. Yes, the concept of that now is to create a visual story using paintings or prints or photos. One thing we know about Jamaican people now, have a whole lot of art, especially the more affluent folks. They have art and orchids, so what that does now is to create a gallery effect in the home. So if you want, you can mix frame styles and sizes for an eclectic gallery, and you can maintain a theme or color palette for cohesion, or you can use a picture ledge for flexible displays. Another thing now for our accent walls is mirrors. Mirrors enlarge and brighten the rooms. You know that, right? Because they reflect the light. You understand what I'm saying? So the tips with that now, place opposite windows, for natural light reflection. So if you have a window on one wall, the opposite wall could be a mirror. You understand? And that will instantly brighten the space, right? Wall panels now are the cladding. The same 3D panels that we were talking about, the fluted panels that take over Jamaica for the past 2 years. Lord have mercy. Those. Them look nice, don't you? But don't use too much of them, because it will look like they had a sale and you just went ahead and whatnot. They are best used when you use maybe 1 or 2 feet of them, and then now you put maybe a wall panel in the middle or something, just to give that added depth, warmth, and texture. You can also use stone or a brick veneer, and that adds a rustic or industrial vibe. The wall decals now, or the murals, me love those. That's like a 3D quality for me. The concept is stickers or vinyl decals, hand-painted murals add personality, and these now are great for kids' rooms or playful spaces, and they can be temporary. So therefore, very, very, very perfect for the renters. Yes. Just looking over there at YouTube now, and I'm telling you, we are very festive over there today. What's going on? Maybe because Queen Simone is coming later, or is it just me and my bubbly personality? Or maybe it could be Jack Scorpio, who's also coming up in a few. All right, so now how about shelving and functional decor? The concept here is decorative shelves also serve both function and style, meaning, like the floating shelves. The thing about floating shelves is don't pile them too much with heavy things. Yes, floating shelves are for a little bit of function and a whole lot of aesthetics, right? So if you have shelves now that are well anchored to the wall, of course, display books and plants and collectibles on there. And then you're going to use your floating shelves for a very modern and minimalistic look. Of lighting now as wall decor. Oh, you mean? Yes, man. Here we go with this one. We are going to use sconces, not scones, sconces on the wall, LED strips to make a light line, or the spotlights. And with that, now you can highlight art, or the textured walls. Understand though that if your walls are damaged and your walls are not really that perfect, then the sconces will accentuate the imperfections in the wall, especially if you have painted like a satin finish. If you paint like a matte finish or a flat finish, not so much, but just understand that wherever the light is, it will accentuate the look. Cool. The combination techniques now for, you're going to mix a few methods for a layered effect, and that is always the most interesting space and the interesting way to do your decor. For example, you're going to do an accent wall with a gallery of artwork and then wall-mounted lighting. Can you just imagine when you walk in, you're like, wow. And you always want a wall when you walk into your space. It keeps the walls dynamic without cluttering when you're talking about doing the combination techniques. So when you are doing your accent walls, now here's the thing. Understand that you're not going to do an accent wall in the next 4 years or so. This is it. So do not do a fad. Do a timeless classic. Moldings are always great to put on the walls. If you're going with fluted panels, don't go with so much of them. If you're going with decals and stickers, know that there is an expiration date on that. And of course, wallpaper, always timeless, always beautiful. And whatever paint finish that you are, or paint color that you're going to use, make sure that is something that you can live with for a while. All right?
Pull up another Rari, yeah, bare feelings that I carry. Pull up another Audi, yeah, I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another card, yeah, I ain't not watching nobody but you. Pull up another Lada, put me off the Benz and the Prada, and a couple brand new order. All of them fully don't matter. 0 to 102, yeah, some
Singers, songwriters, producers, this is your chance to write your name into Jamaica's rich music history and also win $3 million cash in the JCDC Festival Song Competition. And it's now so easy to enter because we gone digital. It's all online. Just log on to jcdc.gov.jm, fill in the form online and upload your entry. Closing date March 31. Enter now.
Attention contractors, developers and homeowners. Glacier White Corian Solid Surface is now at a special price. While stocks last, choose Corian for your commercial and residential projects. You won't regret it. It's durable, beautiful and long-lasting. No sealing necessary. Corian is the #1 solid surface in the world. Second to none. Visit Home International Limited at 104 Constant Spring Road. Telephone 876-755-1970 or 876-276-6448. Open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Interex Distributors Mega Tile Clearance Sale is happening this month. Yes, all tiles must go. Ceramic, porcelain, borders, and inserts at jaw-dropping prices. Create the look you love with premium tiles for less. Hurry to our showroom at 30 Dunrobin Avenue, Kingston. Call 876-501-2516, 876-550-5689. Interex Distributors Tile Clearance. It's now on.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paint's 100% acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
We love showing you the fun side of Jamaica. New places, good food, real vibes, and pure adventure. If you enjoy exploring with us, come closer. Join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Ain't nothing like this sweet cool breeze.
This is a rebroadcast of the Dezign Studio.
Come give me that. Jump up on my body like animal. Dance make you feel like carnival. I go lock you down like criminal. One touch feeling like 1 million. People just say watch you like a cinema. Wine bandit thing like carnival. Make sure you do nobody else.
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Annie, you're back up now? Okay, because we miss you. We want to know what you're saying. We want to know what's going on. Yes. Okay, she's back. She is back. And we have to say good afternoon. I just saw somebody, Kojak Country Lifestyle, 3580. Hi from KCL. Happy weekend, everybody. Oh, hey, well, happy weekend to you too. And thank you so very much for joining us. And Everbless Otis, 7541 says, good afternoon, Karen. Good afternoon, Everbless Otis. How are you doing? Andre Brown, oh my goodness gracious, Andre, we don't see you for a long time. And he is disagreeing with me. He says wallpaper age places and define the level of maturity of the person. A good paint coat is best. Andre, have you seen what's going on out there right now in terms of wallpaper? Yes, check out this company called Thibaut, Thibaut. They even have grass cloth and textured finishes. I guarantee you that for the next 10 years of your life, you will love it. Wallpaper adds dimension to the space, and it is just fantastic. You understand? And so research. But the thing is with choosing wallpaper is you have to choose something that you really, 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 really love. Okay, so everybody, okay, Annie says she have whole heap of phones, so she have options. All right, Annie, big up to you. All right, so we're going into a home tour right now, and we'll be looking at the container homes, and we're going to be specifically looking at the walls in the container home. So stay tuned. Coming right back. Welcome to the Dezign Studio Home Tour.
So, where are we? We are at the wharf. We are at the Kingston Logistics Center, and this is Jamaica's very own tiny home living. The hottest ticket in Jamaica right now, and it is about container homes. Can you believe it? We're going to live in containers. I believe that it is a wonderful, wonderful solution for a starter home, for a young professional, for an Airbnb, and just anything that you want to do, you can do with it. As they were telling us before, they're like Legos. You start with 1, and then you can go to 2, and then you can go to 3. Affordably priced. So where I am standing now is the outside, of course, and this is just a little patio. There is a sense of arrival, and I'm telling you, just looking at it, you can't tell it's a container. So follow me inside. Let's just go take a look. So we've come inside from outside. Get that? We come in from outside. Anyway, so we're in, and directly as you come inside, there is a window on your left that gives you a lot of breeze. As you come in, you just feel cool. It's well ventilated. That's a selling point, right? We walk in, we're in the kitchen space with a dining area. This kitchen space by dining area here is 6 feet wide by 11 feet in width. So it's pretty ample, I'm telling you. You come in, you can sit, you can have dinner, you can have lunch, whatever. You can even make this at home office because there is space there. Coming into the kitchen itself, there is cabinetry and there is space for a microwave. There is space for a refrigerator, of course, and then there's also space for a stove. There are 2 windows in the kitchen. Again, ventilation. There's lots and lots of people talking about, oh my God, a container, it's hot. But you know what they've done very expertly? Drywall. A lot of drywall in the space. And you know what drywall does? If it's nicely insulated, it cools you down. So with the drywall, there is recessed lights. So what they've done, again, very expertly and strategically, they have done a lot of recessed lights. So when you come in, of course, not only are you cool, but you are well lit. They have the fanciest of switches here. They're called Decora switches. So it's not the little ordinary something them that you're going to see when you are, you know, at your home or whatever. We're talking about some contemporary stuff. We're talking about some things that are really upmarket, you know, and next level stuff. It is small space living. This is Jamaica's tiny home. We have done it. We have done it well, you know, because you know how we can go on in a Jamaica, and I'm telling you, we just know we can see things and we can improve on them. So the next space I'm going to describe to you is the living area. So coming from the kitchen space into dining area is your living space. And your living space now is quite ample. It is a 6 by 6. You can fit a love seat, you can fit a console, you can fit a TV in here, right? I mean, this is, as I said, small space living. It's all about functionality. So, and you can function really, really well in this space. Okay, just make sure that your furniture, the furniture that you put in, is what you call apartment sized. You're going to make it cut smaller, because you can't put house size furniture into this. It's going to be massive. It's not going to look right, and it is going to, you're going to come in and say, oh my God, hello furniture, right? Okay, so the next space that I'm going to introduce you to is the bedroom. So we're now in the bedroom, and the bedroom space has been treated to, of course, white. Why? Because white makes the space look larger. I guess this would be a primary bedroom. This is where you have, it can fit a queen size bed, a dresser, 2 nightstands, right? Of course, with the white walls. There is a bulkhead here, and I am supposing that the bulkhead is in to hide wires, because they had to do extensive wiring in order for the place to be well lit, to be insulated. And I also see there is a solar batteries outside, which is absolutely fantastic. So of course it's got energy efficient, right? So this is our bedroom. Our bedroom is all of 11 by 9, and it is seriously ample. We're talking about a Portmore house, guys. We're talking about a quad. It is the best. I'm excited about it. I really, really am. And the next space I'm going to take you to is the living room. All right, so I'm coming out of the primary bedroom now, and I'm back in the living space. Now, in the living space, we have the bright white walls again, and then we are treated to aquamarine. That is a flat paint. Why you want to do flat in these spaces is, one, it does not reflect the light a lot. It doesn't bounce the light around. And the next thing, if there's any imperfection on the wall, you're not going to see it. So that is your paint tip for today. So leading from the living room, we go down as a nice sized hallway, and then there is a bathroom. So this bathroom now will be shared between the 2 bedrooms. There is an ample sized bedroom up there, which is 11 by 9, and then there's a smaller kid sized bedroom, and they will service this bathroom, or the bathroom will service the 2 rooms. Whatever it is, it's wonderful. In the bathroom now, there is a fixed glass shower. There is, of course, the toilet, and there is a beautiful, nice vanity, and everything is really, really modern. Tiles are from floor to ceiling in the shower surround, and of course 4 feet up from the floor to the wall height is 4 feet up. Small space living, guys. Small space living at its best. It is Jamaica's version of tiny homes. All right, so this is a king size bedroom. I'm sorry, the kid size. You know, it's pint sized, it's wonderful, it's full of light. Again, there is a closet in here, and there is space for a single sized bed. You could even put a full sized bed in this room as well. There are 2 windows for cross ventilation, and of course the recessed lights. It is, I'm telling you, it's a really, really great use of space. What you'd want to do here, what I see, what they've done is use the white walls, and then they played up the color in the accessories and the rug and the bedding. We're back to where we started. Anyway, this is the best of outdoor living as well. So we have a very nice patio space, and the expert thing that they have done here is to do the tempered glass as the rails, so you can see through. The best thing that you can do when you do small space living is less visual weight. The less you see, the less you crowd your brain, the space becomes larger. This whole patio here is another living space. As you know, in Jamaica, we live outside because, yeah, the space them small. So I'm going to come back to you and I'm going to show you all types and ways of improving the space. Welcome, darlings. Welcome, 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 and welcome to the new and improved small space living in the way of a container home. Come on inside, and as you come in, what we have done is a welcome sign. You should always have a welcome sign. When you come home, you feel welcomed. Your house must rise up to greet you. There you go. And of course, you know what we've added? We've added some colorful drapes from the Dezign Diva Signature Collection, darling. No home is complete without it. Yes, this now, because it is brand Jamaica, because it is container homes, so we have come through the entire front entrance with aquamarines, with greens, with a little bit of gold, with teals. I mean, it's sell off. You hear me tell you? So we come into the space now, and remember before when I had described it, it was a table, a countertop table that seated 4. But what was happening is 2 of the stools were backed up against the wall, so you couldn't get access. So what we have done now is put 2 stools on the longer side of the rectangle, and then put 1 stool each on either end. So therefore, everybody can just come in. You don't have to interrupt the table. You can just sit and eat. You can use this space as a home office. It is wonderful. It's all about functionality. We have also set the table, because who doesn't love a set table? All right, so moving forward, darlings, here we go, the pièce de résistance in the kitchen. It's all about styling the kitchen counter with bamboo accessories. Yes, love. Here we have it. We have our bamboo paper towel holder. We have and 2 bamboo charcuterie boards, right? So what we've done, we've placed one flat on the board, on the countertop, and then we've put one vertically against the backsplash. So on your charcuterie board that is on the countertop, we have put our succulent, a French press. What's a kitchen without a French press, darling? And if you don't know what it is, Google it. And then the next one has our kitchen utensils in a fabulous bamboo container. We have now taken it up a notch, and now the window has a valance. The valance, all it does, it covers the window frame, so it does not take away any light from the space. And because we are living in a small space, you know what that is. We must never, ever, ever make the space seem dark. Moving right along. Yes, yes, yes. Look at this. What we have done is introduced a plant in the space. Plants are organic. It gives life, and it just makes us feel so, so, so good. So moving on now into the living room space, and the design brief for this is for like a corporate woman with a small child. So you know, us corporate women, you know, we kind of have things hard. We have to work hard and whatnot. So we need to like encourage ourselves. So when my corporate lady, we're going to name her Shireen, is in this space, you know what she does? As she walks into her living space before she relaxes and watches her TV, it's all good. It's all good. So we just want her to know that whatever she's going through in life, it's all good. So whenever you are doing your design and you're decorating, it's all good. Your aquamarine wall, what we've done here is cross-pollinate the windows. The same window in your living room space is the same window is treated to the same window treatment in your dining space. So therefore, what you have created now is rhythm, because you have a repeating pattern. You get it? So it's all about the rhythm, the flow, the scale, and the proportion. And then, of course, if you're in the living space, most of us watch TVs in the living, right? So what I need you to do, in case you have committed this small design blunder by putting your TV way up too high and you cannot move it, put a piece of art or something functional to like fill up this space. But for usual, going forward, your TV needs to be right in front of you. Got that? All right, so we're gonna go into the bedroom space now, which is our primary. This is where our corporate lady lives, Miss Shireen. And of course, if you wanna make the space seem lighter, always do light pinks if you're gonna do for a lady, light pinks, light blues, light yellows, or gender neutral, and the light will bounce around. So we've made this room so soft, so pretty, so inviting, so feminine. Oh my God, I just want to jump into this bed. Yes, yes, yes. So you can see the improvements. It's epic, it's soft, it's feminine. Oh, I love it. Okay, come on now. We're going to our secondary bedroom. Before, remember, the bed was up against the wall. Here is what you do. You have to measure the room, measure the bed. You get the appropriately sized bed for the space. So when you walk into the space, what you should be seeing is the headboard, right? And then beside the bed, you have ample space for a nightstand and a lamp and all of that. So once you walk into the room, you get it. You get the visual of the rug. You get the beautiful bed. Of course, you get the window treatment, Dezign Diva Signature Collection. Yes, yes, yes. And then, you know, it just comes together and comes alive. So this concludes the Dezign Studio home tour.
Persons with disabilities and their caregivers. Register on I Am Able My JCPD, the official digital platform of the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities. Created in partnership with UNICEF, the online platform makes it easy for you to connect to information, programs, and support. Sign up today at jcpd.gov.jm/IamAble or call the JCPD Help Desk at 876-447-0444 for assistance. The Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities, educating, advocating, empowering.
After the thrill of Messi in 2025, the CONCACAF Champions Cup is back in Kingston this March as Mount Pleasant FA welcomes LA Galaxy to the National Stadium on March 19. It's the Caribbean's best against former German international and Borussia Dortmund star Marco Reus and the Galaxy. Kickoff is at 6 p.m. Admission $2,000 pre-sold, $2,500 at the gate. Get your tickets now online at caribtix.com or in-store at Meister Sports Portmore, Boot Gas Station, Draxall and Constant Spring Road. Sponsored by the Global Institute of Sports, the Sports Development Foundation, Power A, Medicare Ambulance Services, and Happy Water.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paint's 100% acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
This is a rebroadcast of the Dezign Studio.
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Alright, so guess what now? Jack Scorpio has agreed to just join us again because, you know, we never finished the interview last video. So much more, and with a legend and an icon like Jack Scorpio, the conversation will go on and on and on to infinitum. So I wanted to get from him, wait a second, Jack, where are you? Jack, there it is, Jack. Welcome back to the show. Not hearing him. So until we fix the sound, you know that Jack Scorpio was born Maurice Johnson, and he is a legendary and iconic music producer. Today he's recognized as a pioneer and a cultural icon whose contributions really and truly helped to define the golden era of dancehall and have influenced all away. You understand? Jack, how you doing?
I'm giving thanks to life, man. It's a beautiful Saturday.
It is,
and I'm here just enjoying the final day of Reggae Month.
Sometimes, we're rounding it up. And because our theme for February was love, legacy, and lifestyle, the whole legacy of our reggae really, really falls on our shoulders to make sure, the generations to come appreciate it the way how we appreciate it. So, Jack, we never finished our interview last week because there's so much to talk about. And I may not even know, if we're going to finish today. But anyhow, we will see where it takes us. So, Jack, here's it. First of all, how are you doing?
I'm giving thanks, man. I'm doing fine, to be honest.
So here's the thing now. Looking at today's generation of the producers and the artists, how do you see your influence reflected in the modern dancehall space? And then the part two to that is, of course, what advice would you give to our young producers now, trying to build a lasting brand like your brand, because your brand is going to outlast all of us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We're going to be talking about you for generations to come. What advice could you give these young producers and artists that possibly you didn't get, and that you had to go to school of hard knocks and learn on your own?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. My advice to the young producers and the artists, because both of them communicate with each other, and very important for them to, one of the main things is the message in the music. I just want them to understand, they will get a quick money talking about some this and that, and but my concern is for the generation to come, and we must have to set example for them. So one of my main things as a producer, I try to make sure whatever I do is positive. You understand me? For some time, I am not going to blame the rhythm. Sometimes I do blame the producer and the artist. For some time, it's the message what I'm put into that or on that rhythm. That's where the problem occurs. And that's where, sometimes them say dancehall is foolish. And I don't want to put it there, so dancehall people love it all over the world. But sometimes we produce and the artists then do some things that they never have to do it. Mm-hmm. And I will say this, I always say, okay, see not when you can, in a song, you say, I'm going to take a gun and, shut a man out, really. You can say, I'm going to take up this love the flowers and love my lady. It is your melody. It's just the melody of the song. You can say something, when I say what is bad, you can say good, and it's the same melody and it come out and the people might dance to it. But sometimes, I don't know, it's the younger generation when I hear the badness and that's me that don't know for that. So me, definitely, I would say to you, the early producers and the artists, and please, let us keep this legacy of this great music. Both dancehall and reggae music. Keep it positive. Mm-hmm. We could just take a 5 parties since him come out. Mm-hmm. And I tell you about God and but sometimes we do something that it never have to, because a lot of people are listening, and you must be very careful what is putting out there on record. Mm-hmm. And that's it under my problem with what the artists them really sing, mm-hmm. and what the producer them really produce. Because, I was, just simple as this. Uh-huh. I was listening last night, I never went, but I was sitting and in my room watching the TV. Mm-hmm. I said, I'm put up the label up front with Lazy Body. Last week I was telling
Lazy Body. Yeah, man.
And I see Echo Mine not get an award, a gold award for that was what happened. I was so proud. I said, look at that.
Look at that. Look at that. So what award ceremony was that, Jack? Which award ceremony was that?
It was the Golden Award at Arena last night.
At Arena last night, yes. I figure that's what it was.
That was some Golden Award and get, and I was so proud. I was just looking at Economic achieving, and that's when I took up my label and I said, look at that, 45 years. 42 years ago.
So hold on a second now, Jack. Let me just ask you something. Let me just step on a few toes because we just gotta do this. Big legend and an iconic soul like you know, who bust all kind of artists, producers come after you and so on. Did you get an invitation to that award show?
No, that's why I didn't go,
You shouldn't go. Why would you? Why would you?
No, I couldn't.
Why would you go look invitation when one should have been afforded to you and bring a messenger to you?
Really, a man like me?
No, man. Big miss. Jaria, big miss on that. Big.
Let me tell you, I don't think it's a Jaria put it on there. I'm not going to blame them. It's like the Ministry of Culture.
Oh, okay.
It's a Jaria.
Well, I take that back. But
I see two things happened that show last night.
Yeah.
And I was just talking about, after Echo Mine, I see Luciana come on stage. I want this song I was singing that song that I produced with him. And when him was doing it, he said, all of the people inside here, we have to love God and serve God. And I'm going to do this one. He never called me name, but we know say me produce it. And me say, then I hear him say, man was born to serve God. And I said, I'm not a big one. And the way him deliver it and talk to the crowd about the message in the music. I don't know if you know the song. I said, man was born to serve Jah.
Yeah, man.
The song named Serve Jah. And into that song, and I feel so proud again. And I said, look at that. Another big one. You know what I mean? And just like I said a while ago, they never invite me. Occasion like that. And
that's a miss because of who you are, because of your iconic standing, because of your contribution to the music fraternity, reggae and dancehall. I do believe that there should be any award show or any show that is happening within the genre that you should be like afforded a VIP pass. Not even
I'm going to tell you something. My friends are ready to give me my flowers yet, but
no, they're my favorite.
I love them and I love what I want.
Of course.
And I want to tell you, I pick up responsibility for putting on something like that and recognizing these people. For when I look on, as I said, what laser body, and look on my label, come up, and I say, wow, look at that, and I'm not there.
Yes.
And then you go, Luciana, I said to the crowd, say, listen, all of you worship this man, all of you worship God, and he was coming to the sound. And I said, boy, another big one. That's what I tell a man, saying, if you stay positive and do the right thing, you can't go wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think I do some songs that will live on forever. It's just like the Garnet Silk song named I Saw Zion in a Vision.
I saw Zion in a vision. Oh, you mean?
And then you know that big one for the same with him, Dennis Brown.
Yeah.
A coincidence, we have the both two men who pass and gone who sing too. When a Dennis Brown last hit song was on the same with him. Tell me why can I be your friends for life? And never forget, it's a song that touched my heart. For the thing about it, me and Dennis Brown sit down on the step, right now at Jerusalem there. A reason.
Right.
There's a time, so your music powerful,
Yes.
And we just attack, and when we attack, it happened that we just get up and go in the studio, miss. We never go in the studio if we do know where we just are going in the studio because culturally and Mike Riley was in there. And we attack, so we are going to go all of right. So same time we are going to the door, if that rhythm a play. I mean, personally, on the Dennis Brown, just come out and say, tell me why can't I be your friends for life? I said, something is, the one I used to see those moments in the vice room there, quick, you know, for the same time, I said, no man, listen, this is something that took me, you know, as we were aligned.
Yeah, man, you know, history in the making. Yeah, man, go on.
And right away, we put him around there now. At Friends for Life song come out. So you see that music that touched my heart, so I just know that the man has sit down and all of a sudden, and that the man sometimes out, you know, original and it was a history. And, you know, we give thanks for them kind of message what Dennis Brown could have leave from my tape. We do an album of Fight Name Friends for Life. Couple songs well.
Yes.
Some of them cover version, but we did some great work, man. Some great
yes,
work.
You have.
Great work.
One thing that I see and know for certain that you are definitely ingrained in the fabric of reggae in Jamaica. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't want to, you know, things to get done. You know, sometimes, you know, when we just take things for granted and people for granted, oh, you know, we can't Jack over there, man, him still a go on and him still know say him is iconic, him still know say him is a legend, him still know say him is who him is, cause him name what him name and him do what him do and him have all of him rhythm and whatnot. But we need to make the man know. You understand? Because the generations to come will be still standing on your music. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, so it is just something that, you know, and this is when we hold our reasoning and we say, you know what, and then because you have so much untold stories and so much history in it, as soon as we start a conversation, you just go back and you say, okay, I'm gonna remember when Dennis Brown, I'm gonna remember when, you know, Echo, I'm gonna remember when this one, I'm gonna remember when that one.
So much, no, it's not a joke, that's
So tell me something now, because I know your daughter very, very well, and she is a very educated and very thing and whatever. I'm gonna put it to her. I'm gonna say, listen, you need to make your father write one book and put things out there because we need to know.
Listen, very important. And that, you know, my kids, they must have born that. Everyone in born consuming that music and I never met them
working at the shop.
And maybe we just take life easy, but me always I say to them, say, listen, what you just said, very important.
Yeah, we need to get a book.
Yeah.
We need to work on that, Jack. We need to work on
it. Yeah, that's definitely. Well, there's so much thing to talk about, Miss P. When I go up to my history and say, you know, I was just thinking about, you know, if I reach a new say, enough people don't know say, away from Yellow Man go to PS2 and make a name. But my son was one of the first sound him start to DJ.
Here you go now. Here we go.
No man, let me tell you something, man. Me can't talk this one for them can't say. I mean by Yellow Man in first yellow suit. In first time that man see me in a yellow suit.
Are you know some know that yellow suit? I'm beating myself. But I know that yellow suit that you buy it. Are you buy that yellow suit?
All right, let me tell you.
Oh my God!
As I said, there's so much I do, what I don't realize, and I feel proud of myself what I do because, you know, I'm care. You know, man, said to myself, I'm a truck actually go make yeses when I make him start DJ on yeses.
Okay.
People don't know them. All of me, Yellow Man, and the world, who's got people know yeses and more, but. When you see Yellow Man a DJ play, and me tell Yellow Man to DJ play YouTube because you know why? Me have sassafras and me them general tree. And to be honest, me never want to just put them out and you know. So Yellow Man, and we did really see Yellow Man did make a real big stride. So anyway, we
making a wave. Yeah.
Me Yellow Man a police me if you have a security, you know. But everyone will go road black, you know.
Yeah, man, because he was in his heyday at that time, and guys,
at that time,
I was around. I was around somewhere.
I just said we do so much for this music here.
Jack?
I find the list goes on.
The list goes on.
Question.
So, I understand. So here's what we're going to do now, because my producer is saying that we have to wrap up, and I am so sorry. But we are definitely going to get back in touch with him. We have to go work on the book and work on the feature and work on all these things. Because
work on the dance.
Me and she talk very regular. Talk very regular. So we need to work on that, and that is my promise to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that your story needs to be told, and we owe it to the generations to come. Because we never just walk on the planet just for have a one page or a one liner here. Oh, Jack Scorpion, we didn't know him from when? No. We need to know the story. So Jack, where can we find you again, please?
Well, actually, now my TikTok is really Black Scorpion Enterprise. My Facebook is Maurice Johnson.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And, you know, anybody can get me at this number, which is the business number, is like 2862752, or, you know, calling live is 616-4287, Jamaican number. And, you know, that is my, I don't know that number may have also is 876-322-0415.
Okay.
876-322-0415. You can get me on any of these numbers. And as I said, my TikTok is original Black Scorpio. And, you know, my Facebook is Maurice Johnson. The TikTok and the other one, well, Instagram, I do, but it's the same original Black Scorpio.
All right.
You know?
Thank you so very much for joining us. And then I need you to just talk to my producer for a minute. We have a question for you from Andre Brown. Andre, we don't have time, but I'm going to post it to him anyway, and then post the answer in the group so you know that we asked him, and, you know, we're going to post it. Okay? All right.
Let me hear
the question. All right, Jack, thank you so very much for joining us again. And I want you to enjoy the rest of your day.
G, you know say Mikey no come?
Hold on.
No, sir. That sound like consumption.
What that?
Tuberculosis, aka TB.
Now all time something like that. After nobody not get that again.
So you think TB still about?
If you have a cough for more than 2 weeks with fever, night sweats, and weight loss, go to your doctor or health center and get tested now. Let's be vigilant and stop the spread of TB infections. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Yeah. Life is sweet when the sun up, like the trees in the summer.
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Let me just tell you something. When a queen supports another queen, when you're in the presence of greatness, when you see the authenticity and the credibility just flowing and so on, it's like, whoa, the goosebumps is just going wild. It's like, my girl is here. My girl is here. And who, you may be asking? Queen Simone Maganza. Oh my God! She's an award-winning global authentic spiritual speaker, inner self-confidence coach, and author of Give Birth to Your Authenticity, known for boldly commanding rooms. If you ever see her, hold on a second, don't switch your camera yet. Through embodied transformation, she is the founder and creative director of the international award-winning Loving Yourself initiative, empowering individuals to break societal conditioning, confidently reclaiming self-worth and leading from authenticity and grounded self-awareness. Oh, you mean, let me just stop right this up, because I tell you that we need help, and she there for help with. All right, let me just say, her message is clear. Self-awareness plus self-acceptance equals confidence. Self-awareness plus self-acceptance equals self-confidence. Queen Simone is here. And for everybody on YouTube, you can just see her in her queenliness. Let me just tell you something. The Queen, Charlotte and Bridgerton don't have nothing for Fairy Queen. And Fairy Queen did come before she. You understand? Because she's a fictional, something in a show. But we have Queen Simone. Queen Simone, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. And thank you so very much for just honoring us with, showing up. You know, because there's something about sisters supporting sisters that just make the whole space, you know, when we step into it boldly and we know who we are and whose we are and we have the confidence and we have things. And let me just tell you something, this lady, she is just exuding everything. She's like a practice where you preach kind of lady. Yeah. Yeah, so let's just get into it. Let's just, woo, Lord have mercy, talk about beauty. Pretty. Your work blends spirituality, coaching, and authorship, right? How do you approach creative expression in your personal and professional life?
Creative expression, all right, what I do, all right, as I said, I embody transformation. I speak from lived experiences, things that I've been through in my life and stuff like that. So, creativity to me, as I said, grounded self-awareness. Confidence to me means grounded self-awareness. So when you're aware of who you are, you know, it will make you feel more free and feel more comfortable and feel more confident in doing what you do.
Yes.
So my creativeness come out of my speaking, my self-expression, how I speak. You know, I speak with a lot of things like that, so I love to express myself. So I'm very expressive. So when I'm talking, I wanted to be in a field that would allow me to do that, and speaking and being on the stage, having the mic, talking to people, just being like that from when I was a kid until now.
From now, because that was my next question.
Yeah.
Like, okay, how did Queen Simone get birthed? Because in terms of you were a child, you're coming up.
Yeah.
I was at a setup last night, and there was this little girl, right?
Yeah.
And the little girl was dancing to all of they had a band playing and everything, you know? And she was dancing from its start to finish. And I'm saying to myself, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, this little girl have a gift. She knows she have a gift. So I am sure you must have known that you were different and you had a gift from very early.
Yes, a gift. Talking.
You know, the gift of
it's a gift. Yeah, it's a gift. Dancing is a gift.
It's a gift.
Express yourself. Singing is a gift.
It's a gift.
Styling is a gift. You love fashion, you love all of that. That is a gift.
It is.
But society wanted to believe that your gift is only one way, or them say it for be and another way it's not supposed to be. But speaking, dancing, jumping, walking, even listening is a gift.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now hear this? Because sometimes, you know, and I'm telling you ladies, please do not shrink in places where God has called us to stand up and show him off. So what Queen Simone's saying right now, you know, listen, is a whole heap of gift on a barn with, and then you just put them in a one corner. You don't even think about it as a gift. You just think, say, you know, you're comparing yourself to other people and say, no, I am not that person. You know? So how do we now recognize the gifts that God has put in us?
First and foremost, we have to get rid of the need to be accepted by everyone.
Say it again.
We have to get rid of the need to be accepted by everyone. One of my biggest challenge back then was people pleasing.
Yes, ma'am.
Because when I was small, in my environment,
yes,
you have a culture, brown and round wear the crown, and mag and black stay round at the back. So I was told that if I was light-skinned, I would be better looking. But I was told these things from persons who did not love for themselves.
There you go. Oh my God, consider your source.
So sometimes we are taking advice from persons who not even know who they are, who never self-aware. We are put that inside that we know, and I drink up all of that now for use it for quench our thirst, and they will belch it out and vomit it out, and it was never us from day one.
Preach, girl, preach.
So I had low self-esteem, but it really started from, for example, my father rejection of me. You know, whenever him see like a light-skinned girl come and play with her, but when him see me come as a dark-skinned girl, him face yourself. You know, so I used to think that something was wrong with me.
Of course.
You understand? Yes. And then, as I said, in school they did it too. When the teacher come in and said that him have nice, handsome gentleman to give everyone except the dark-skinned girls, and he said that they were brown. So him choose the girls that were brown and said them worthy of husband and worthy of all of that.
Right.
So me grew up in a colorism in my community.
In your community.
But then again, to those persons who were telling me that if I was light-skinned I would be better looking, them are bleached too.
You notice I'm not even saying a word. Continue, girl.
They were bleaching too. Of course. And it was not until I catch chicken pox in 2005 I realized that, look here, may I take advice from everybody and I live for everybody else except for me.
For yourself, yes.
And chicken pox and bleaching cream don't agree because that make me look all mildew.
So hold on, so you did start bleach too?
Me did not bleach. You did bleach? I used to bleach my skin. So look now, look. Girl, in an environment, you're young. I see all this.
Everybody you bleach, you bleach too?
You know, yeah, because remember, you know, you're young, you know, you're a teenager, you're young, you don't understand.
Yeah.
And then when you walk with your little brown friend, them a call and nobody not call to you. And then now, as I said before, my father showed me that example as well. So that seed was planted since I was young.
And that's your truth.
That's my truth. Okay. So every energy when me that operate from, me look like the brown people, them are the nice people. Them
if you're brown,
like
get through.
If you're brown, you get through. So. Yeah. And when I grew up, I realized that nothing ever was, it was just all a perception, because I have light skin friend of me like them, and I have dark skin friend of me like them. So that was my challenge and my journey for go through, to give birth to me authentic stuff. And when the chicken pox come down, I start accept myself and realize Karen, I had to face the uncomfortable truth about myself. Which was? That when the bleaching cream done, the color done. Because I never born brown. That's not my real self. So I have to accept it. I know that somebody else out there will accept me for who I am. And when I met my mentor, Richie, who is a Rasta man, he was the first person to call me queen. Yes. I never accept that in the beginning, because me I said, that man, you man. Yeah. You know, something you see on TV. Because I associate queen with only beauty queen and pageant queen that I see on the television. But I did not know that there's a different type of queen. Your inner self-worth, your self-confidence. You were born from a king, so that automatically qualify you to be the queen. So I said, the queen that you attack, it's a spiritual crown that cannot expire. Nobody cannot take that away from you.
Because what now? You have a legal right to be here as an heir to the throne.
Exactly. So you are a queen.
You are a queen.
So I said different queens. Beauty queen, queen of dancehall, queen of this, but it's not that type of queen I'm talking about. I'm talking about loving and accepting your aura and yourself for who you are. That queenship, bring that out within you. Your queenship is your gift. Your spirituality. You know, what do I like to do? Who am I as an individual? What makes me tick? You know, go back to yourself as a child. That little girl that loved to dance, that loved to imagine things, that loved to, love adventure, that man that loved to climb the tree long before society tell you who to be and tell you what you must do and what you must not do.
So, Queen, as I am listening to you now, we have such a responsibility to raise our little girls. So therefore, what their truth is a true and authentic truth, as opposed to what society is dictating to them. Because even now, I'm going to tell you this. I went to Immaculate Prep. And as brown as I am, I wanted to be browner. As nice as my hair was, I had pretty long hair and whatnot and so on, I wanted my hair to be finer. I wanted it. So you understand what I'm saying? So no matter what it is, no matter what your standard is, you always, and I had the spirit of comparison over me at that point, because I didn't have a very well-developed sense of self-esteem. Because you're going through now. You understand? And I knew that I wanted to be, me did I want shot. Everything was wrong with me
because what we see in the media.
Because of what we see.
Because of what we see, and no one is there to detect it. For example, is when I get big and speak now, your mommy now. So if I'm a little pitney, you love chat, me used to see if a tree here was stand up right there, stand and talk to the plant. I never understand what it means. I never going to say that name motivational speaking, and you have to stand up and talk to people. So she's saying the same thing what she used to see me do as a kid. I talk to the dolly and the plant. She says the same thing she see me do. So parents, let me tell you this. Look what the child do. Pay attention to them gifts. Stop compare it to outside, because you can. That gift, this gift that I'm using right now, and the speaking and thing, it is helping other people using my story when I'm not in the room and going into different spaces and using my story to save kids' life from committing suicide because they did not have any self-awareness.
Wow.
On my report, it's right parrot.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's the same parakeeting right now, which is always my purpose. So that's why I feel good when I do it, because it's me.
Of course, and when hold on, you see, when you have that Damascus moment and you step into who you are called to be, right? There is a certain peace that comes over you when you are walking in your truth, in your purpose, and in your calling, and you can see it. And when you step into rooms, you see it.
That's what people feel. They don't understand. They're like, oh, it's the height, it's the hair. No, it's not. It's the inner dialogue.
It's the inner dialogue.
It's the inner dialogue.
So here is what I want from you right now, for the little girls that are listening, who have this questioning dialogue and feel the need to go along with what society dictates that there should be, and all kinds of things. I would love for you to just give them some little tidbits as to what their inner dialogue should be. Hold a hand for a minute, because it's all well and good. You see, I am noticing a lot now as I am walking into my calling as well, that we have a lot of events, we have a lot of inspirational talks, we have a lot of all these things, but there is nobody giving you a roadmap to say, okay, so after this talk done, here is what you're going to do now to make sure that all of the things that we've said to you, you have a roadmap. you have a strategy because you know the Lord is a God of strategy and of order and of purpose. So give us a strategy.
One of the first strategy is to understand yourself and to be aware. So after you left the interview, let's say I'm here on this interview right now.
Yeah.
And you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna tap into self.
Yeah.
The first thing you need to do is to ask yourself, where I am right now, am I really being me, or am I really being who they want me to be?
Okay. All right. I get that. I get that. So suppose you don't have that confidence yet. Right? And you're like, yeah, but me now go fit in, and you know the voices, the imposter syndrome that comes up, and the shadow voices that come up and say, no, you not belonging in that space, so you need to just go at the back of the class because you no. How do you develop that?
You develop that by understanding that, as I said before, you are not for everyone and everyone is not for you. When you enter a space, don't enter it like, I am not worthy to be in this space or this and that. Just go in there and just say things to yourself, I am worthy and I belong here, irrespective of what you might say to me.
So your affirmations, you have
so
to
your
keep
affirmation, you have to keep on saying these things to yourself, because when them little voice they start trigger back in your brain, you know me judge, you know my criticism I get because I start the part one, I do my speech and do the expression, and because I come from, no, I'm just saying, you know many criticism I get, I'm sure for that, just for those enter and who's this girl or whatever. But I said to myself, I no longer gonna allow what other persons say about me to define who I am. When I was not there yet, and I did not accept myself as a queen, as the spiritual queen, I, you know, go through a lot of phases, like a lot of internal dialogue and emotional turmoil, and then, as I said, the imposter syndrome and all of these things and so forth. I just have to step back and just fully say, look here, this is me. This is me, and I'm going to accept me. And everyone else around me who, first after the voices in your head, the person them who tell you say you never look good from day one.
Yes.
Look at them.
Consider your source.
Consider your source.
Consider your source.
These persons will tell me this. Look at them. It's, you know, who am I living for? Because the same girl that said if I was light skinned I would be better looking. She saw me a couple years ago and she was calling me a pretty girl.
Okay, all right.
Because why? I finally come out of fear consciousness and decided to accept me and realize that she projected her insecurities onto me.
Exactly.
So find out, this is it, the things that I don't like about myself, why I don't like it about myself. Who told me that this that I'm doing now, no, nobody do that, nobody do that. Why are they projecting on me?
Okay, I get that. I get that because it's just like, you know, Adam and Eve, when God come in the garden and him said, who told you were naked? You understand? Who told you were naked?
Who told you that?
Yeah, me never tell you say it naked. So how come all of a sudden you hide and go on and a bab and a weave on corner, run our part? You understand? So you have to be very, very careful too of your environment.
Right, environment play a role. And it take a process, you know, because if you rewire your mind from all of them conditioning from when you young, automatically your brain never says, accept it, yeah, man, because me don't reach us already, so might as well. No, might as well nothing. Stop apologizing for your voice and go on in the room, go command it and own the space. No one is holding us hostage.
Yes.
We are all back with self.
Right.
No one is holding me hostage to walk into Nationwide and accept the proposal to come on this interview today. I could have said no and back down and say, I'm going to go on Nationwide and never talk and the people them something. You just have to go out there. And you said something important a while ago when you said about with Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
When God said, who told you that you were not beautiful? Who told you all of these things? And just know that these people are human who are projecting those things onto you.
So another thing that you said, you know, that you believe it's 2:57 already? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna correct this wrong, guys, because I know that everybody is fired up. And don't come at me. I know. I know. Quincy Moon is going to come back next week.
Right.
We're going to give her a longer line. Here is Damian coming in now. If you could tell me, all right, Damian, me know. All right, we're gonna go hard. Just like we went hard today, we're gonna go harder next week. And then she has some great news too that she is going to tell us. You're going to bring the news now or next week?
could book a little bit in.
A little bit right now?
Right.
Okay, all right. Okay, so here's the thing now. Before she even broke it, I hear Ever Bless is on it. He says, bless up my African queen. Of course, Annie Smith just absolutely loves you. Annie Smith says, black is beautiful. That's Chronics. And SH says, lady, you have found your inner strength and showing the world, accept me as I am or simply pass by.
Exactly.
Right? And he says, love this girl. Alexis says, yeah. I love how you talk, Queen Simone. SH says, I'm tired of these half-finished interviews. Sure. I was hanging on. SH, I just said a while ago that, my darling, I am going to right this wrong. I know it is wrong, and I know because me, I am so engrossed in it myself, and I'm like, I'm hanging on every single word. And just so you know, I just discovered her the other day. I was like, who's this lady? I'm calling her right away. She called me back. So all right. Alexis Tantam says, proud of you, Queen Simone, as we all are, because, you know, and the next thing we're going to come up with for next week, the daddy issues. Very, very important for us ladies. So give us a little tips of what we are to expect next.
Okay, so hi Nationwide Land, just let you know that my first book is coming out on International Women's Day, May 8th. It's called Give Birth to Your Authenticity, with the subtitle Celebrate Mistakes and Rise Above Opinion. You can go and get it on Amazon starting Monday, from March 1st to the 8th. You can get the ebook for $2.99 because we're in International Women's Day and it's called Give to Gain. So I'm giving you that right now. $2.99 on Amazon. And then if you want the exclusive copy, I will send you the link and then you will come to me and I will get that for you, autograph and all of these things. But for now, that is what's going to happen. And next week I'm going to come and I'm going to expound on the title, Give Birth to Your Authenticity, Celebrate Mistakes, and we're going to rise above opinions next week.
Of course, we have to. We absolutely have to, because let me just tell you something, Queen Simone, as we walk into our authenticity and what our calling is, and you know, we're trying to get into that space, we realize that there are a whole tribe of us out there who are in different phases and stages of healing, you know, and in different environments that we ought not be in, around different folks that may be a bit questionable and a little challenging, and because of fear,
right,
you know, it kind of stay. You know, but what I'm saying for this year, next year, and beyond, you know, we are forming this tribe of sisterhood to say, listen, there is a community out there that we can hold on and go on.
And then learn, this is what persons must understand. You can be the full package at the wrong address.
Okay, my God, I could just drop the mic and leave now. Let us just drop the mic and leave now. And this is in the Bible when it says you can't throw pearls to swine.
Exactly.
Boom!
So it's not so you're not worthy. You may be in the wrong place.
You're in the wrong place, girl.
Right.
Move along. Move along. The right package, the wrong address.
Right.
She don't have to say nothing else. It's okay. It's all right. We just close the show because we have nothing else to talk about right now, because that is going to be on my mind, your mind, and on 30, 50, 60, 200 people's mind right now of the people who are listening to this show, whether you are on YouTube silently voyeurizing as you do. I want them to leave a comment, man, or you are listening on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9. We thank you so very much today for tuning in, because we just love for no sound. Let me just say something about the Dezign Studio. We're not just designing your homes, we're designing your lives. We're designing you from inside out. It's no longer outside in. Yeah, we have all the pretty clothes and we're striking and so on, but what happens when we go home and we sit down in the darkness and staring at the wall? You understand? We need to be really, really comfortable with ourselves, understanding right now that we're not going to invite any more disrespect in our lives by even disrespecting ourselves. Right, Queen?
Right.
There you go. There you go. Queen said right.
Yeah. That way I talk about.
That way I talk about. So I have some people to thank. Of course, Damien. Lord have mercy, Damien. God must go to sleep sometime and hear my name just a calling. You know what I mean? Damien, thank you so very much for putting the show together. Of course, our studio engineers, me have two. David Bentnish and Kevin Williams. Thank you for setting the tone for the show. And our BDE, meaning Business Development Executive, who keep the show running, because if we don't have business to take care of, show can't go on, don't it? And our NNN family. So, my darlings, design is much more than what we see. It's how it makes us feel, the stories it holds, and the life it shapes. When we create with intention, every room, every life becomes a legacy. So I'm Karen Booker for Nationwide 90 FM. Walk good, live in love, and stay inspired to do and to be your best. See you next week, 1 o'clock, same time, same space.
She kissed me first thing in the morning. Then she said, baby, have a good day. She no hear from me, she'll be calling. Tell me what more can I say? Feels like I won 100 million. I found a good woman.
That was a rebroadcast of the Dezign Studio.
E-Zone is more than a show, it's a whole community. And the Family Club is where the real supporters get to step in closer. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Power in great moments. If you have financial needs, Chris and Charles will fix them for you. Power in great moments since 1992. Oh, we have it all. Power in great moments. Relax, you got Chris and Charles. Oh, we have it all. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
The Commission of Strata Corporations is here to help, but we need your help too.